Hello everybody, my name is Sherry. I'm Keto on a Budget, and I do all things budget and all things keto. Lots of fun. I do a lot of budget grocery hauls and meal preps and that kind of thing. Today's Wednesday, so we've got Budget Tip Wednesday. And my tip for the day is we've got tax time coming up. Many of us are going to be getting tax refunds. I don't know whether we're getting one or not because I haven't done our taxes yet. I've got all my 1099 from Instacart. I've got my, from where I was working last year, I got my W-2 from that. I just got the husband's W-2 not just a couple of days ago, so I'll be working on that probably later tonight. But my tip is that when you're thinking about what to do with your refund, I would suggest putting it towards your budget. One thing you can do, save it for a rainy day. Take a portion of it, put it back, save it for emergencies, for car repairs, for kitchen appliance repairs that come up, refrigerators, dishwasher, that kind of stuff. Any emergency that might come up. If you're following Dave Ramsey like I am, I plan on using at least taking $1,000 of that and putting it in our emergency fund, and that way we will have our emergency fund funded, and that will scoot us right into baby step 2, which we'll be doing to pay down debt. Taking a portion of it and paying off debt. I mean, when you think about paying off debt and not having those monthly payments anymore, that gives you more money in your paycheck to play with every week, to put towards groceries or put towards fun stuff or whatever, or put towards more debt to get completely out of debt. So that is my plan, is that I plan on paying off some debt, saving the emergency fund, paying off debt, and just getting things taken care of like that. Are we going to take some and play with it? Yeah, we're going to take some and play with it. My husband takes a portion of it. I give it to him. He does his thing with it. He usually saves it for like house repairs or his car repairs. He buys his own gas because I give him a portion of his paycheck every week. He gives me the check. I put the check in the bank. I give him a portion, and then I use the rest of it for bills and groceries and that kind of stuff. So I cannot tell you though, last year, 2 years ago, we paid off my car. We've had my car for about 3 years now. And I cannot tell you how freeing that was, and knowing that I have that much more money in our paycheck every week to put towards other things. It was extremely freeing to get that title in the mail and know that that car is mine, and I don't have to worry about if I have a lean month, if I can't make the car payment. What's going to happen if I can't make the car payment? They can come get the car. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I have had that happen in many years ago in the past, where when I was married to my former husband, my ex-husband, and he left me, and I didn't have any. I had 2 babies and was pregnant. I didn't have any way of making that car payment every month, so they came and got the car, and I was carless with 3 babies for a while until I was fortunate enough my dad helped me out. But at any rate, it was extremely freeing. We paid off my car 2 years ago. We paid off my husband's truck the year before that, so we have 0 car payments right now, and it's amazing. Sorry about that. That's a sneeze that didn't happen. So, I mean, that was just life-changing for me. And then we will be using a portion of it to pay off debt after we fund our emergency fund, paying down debt. And we'll be taking some of it to play with. I'm planning on using part of my play money in it to fund my trip to KetoCon this year. I've already paid for the tickets, and I'll be using that to pay for the airfare and put some money back for the hotel. But in the car rental. There's that too. I'm already putting all my cash tips in a jar over there, and that's going to be my spending money there. So every time I get a cash tip, or my mom gives me money, she always gives me like $20 to take when I take her back and forth to the grocery store. That goes in the jar. And you can't tell my mom no, so I could tell her, no, you don't have to, Mom, you don't have to do that. I love you. I'll have no problems taking to the grocery store, to the doctor, whatever. You don't have to pay me for that, but you can't tell my mom no. She just recently sent my brother a check in the mail, and he told her, Mom, don't do that. You don't have to do that. And I'm like, don't even bother. You just might as well take it, because she's going to send it no matter what you think or what you say. So she's that way. It's her joy to be able to help people out. But at any rate, back to tax time. Find a good, reputable place to file your taxes. If you do it yourself, use a reputable program. Last year, we've used TurboTax and we have used H&R Block in the past. And what I do is I will go through and I will go through each one of them online. If I'm doing it myself, I will go through each one of them online and figure out which one I'm getting the best option from. Last year I tested out TurboTax and I tested out H&R Block and found out we were getting a big refund back using TurboTax than we would be with H&R Block. TurboTax asked me more questions because I had a home business. They asked me more questions related to my home business and what I can use as tax credits for my home business. So the only thing I have left to do is I have to figure out my mileage from all the Instacart shops that I've got all that tracked. I just have to add it up and figure that out. So that is my budget tip of the week, because it's tax time. Even though we've got until April 15th. I always do mine early. Super, super early. But let's see now. What else can we talk about? Fasting. I have been trying my best to fast. I cannot seem to get past. I'm having struggles just doing a 16-hour fast. And I used to knock those out of the park last year before the holidays. But ever since the holidays, I don't know what it is. I can't get motivated to do a fast. Even though I know in here I feel better when I fast. I lose more weight when I fast. I lose it faster when I'm fasting. But for some reason, I can't get motivated. I get hangry, and I've got to have something. I mean, earlier today, I went out and bought these, and as you can see, it's half gone. Even though they're supposed to be, one serving size is 9 pieces. There's 6 servings in this bag. Yeah, right. 6 servings for what? A 2-year-old? So I have been really, really, really struggling with trying to get fasting. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I'm going to keep trying and keep plugging at it. I have managed to do a couple of 16-hour fasts, but it's honestly been a struggle. So I think what I may do is start working my way up. This was my planning out last night. Start working my way up, and I think Thomas Lauer's like, at one point he was talking about fast. He's like, do a 12-hour. I know that according to the Live Fasting app, that at 12 hours you start fat burning. You're in fat burning mode after 12 hours. So if I could just stop eating at 6 p.m. and then pick up again at 8 in the morning with a cup of coffee and just do that 14-hour fast, or even a 12-hour fast. If I stop eating at 8 o'clock and start picking back up at 8 o'clock and then just start working my way back. Last night it was fairly easy to stop eating after 6, but then apparently before I went to bed I forgot I was fasting, and I went and grabbed some zero-carb bread and made a sandwich. Took 2 bites of it and I'm like, oh crap, I'm fasting. No, I'm not. So yeah, I got it this morning. I had a cup of coffee with no collagen powder. I just put some nut pods in it, which is 10 calories per serving, and some pure sweetener in it, and that kept my fast going. Not really a fast for autophagy, but more of like a liquid fast for weight loss. So yeah, so that is pretty much all that's going on with me. For lunch I have got a hamburger in there that's cooling off right now that I just did in the air fryer. I'm going to go in there and pop an egg on the stove and just make a fried egg to put on top and have that for lunch. It is now almost 2 o'clock. For dinner tonight we're going to have fried chicken. So yeah, I'm going to try it again tonight. See if I can stop eating at 6 and last at least a 16-hour fast till the morning. If not, maybe I can do a 14-hour. If I stop eating at 6 and just pick it up again at 8, maybe I can do that. I hope so. Anyway, y'all pray for me. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Toodles.